And just one last thing I wanted to ask you about, Smack, before we get out of here, man. I seen a lot of the fans and a lot of the people talking about, you know, Hitman supposedly battling Sean or something like that.
Yeah.
Or it's not going down, or, you know, because of other situations with him and Rain. I don't know if that, you know, is a situation that, or if that even is something that you entertain at all.
I mean, I don't support it because, you know what I'm saying, I hate to see dudes beefing with each other, you know what I'm saying? We basically created this movement so dudes in different markets could link up with each other, build with each other, get money with each other. So, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of hard when you see two MCs and two, you know, representatives from different markets basically, you know what I'm saying, getting at each other on some physical shit. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Everybody's a grown man and everybody got to live up and to how they feel about certain situations.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? But, you know,
I mean, does that stop it from, like, you being able to have battles with Hitman or anything like that?
Nah, not at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, with the Hitman situation, you know what I mean? I consider Hitman as family, and, you know, I just don't want no unnecessary situations happening on the watch of URLTV.tv.
Okay,
So if there's a potential liability of a situation happening, I got to protect all parties involved, and I got to protect the brand first and foremost.
And also, one battle isn't bigger than the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
while it is a big battle and we want it to happen, they've signed contracts, they've been deposited. In the same token, as Smack mentioned, you know what I mean? If there is a liability or the potential of liability, you know, nobody wants to incur that. Not the club, not the venue, not us. You know what I mean? And if there's strong concerns that we're facing, you know, we have to address those concerns. We have to make the right decisions so that we can continue to do what we do.
Because at the end of the day, if anything happened, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean, the brand is going to have to eat it. We're going to be the ones that can't get a venue.
Yeah.
We're going to be the ones that's going to be in the motherfucking sauce of the situation.
Yep.
And it's a very unfortunate situation. But, you know what I mean, we working hard on it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not pointing no fingers. I'm not saying who's right or who's wrong.
Okay.
I'm just concerned about the overall safety of every MCs that, you know what I'm saying, we deal with, and no unfortunate situations happening on the watch of the URLTV.tv event staff or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's just basically what it is. But I'm not saying that battle's not happening. I'm not saying that battle's not happening for Summer Madness. It's just the concern that was brought to our attention where people don't want it to happen because they leery of, you know, they scared of a liability happening with that particular battle because everybody is paying attention to the culture, and you know, I mean,
there's a lot of eyes watching y'all.
With everything that goes involved with the urban plaza venue is being microscoped just because of the past situation that just occurred last year at that particular venue.
Maybe out of town.
Is there any chance where you guys could get them to sit down and just hash down everything behind?
But see, this is the thing that people have to understand too. Like, it's not just solely a Rain versus Hitman situation that is making this happen. At the event, you know, there was we had a altercation between T-Top and Driggs and Averb and Hitman and their, you know, and the people in their entourage. Not pointing fingers at who's right, who was wrong. They both had a discrepancy. It got a little crazy. Verb and Hitman were inside the dressing room with their people. T-Top and Briswell's team were on the other side. So I was between both of them, and they both were arguing. But the cameras are inside the dressing rooms where the shootings happen. So they're there for surveillance, you know, from that reason. They go back and they see this, and they ask are these people, are any of these MCs on your next card? We said yes. They said we may have an issue with that. I said no, this guy's solid. He's on a hit comedy show on MTV. Go check him out. So they went and they looked it up, and then they saw the social media of him and Rain going back and forth, which was another different issue. You know what I'm saying? So once that happened, that brought, you know, more attention to what was going on, and you know, they saw his threats, they saw Rain's threats. And it's not just as simple as saying somebody's going to stay home. You know what I'm saying? It's not just as simple as somebody saying that they want to stay home.
Reid with you, motherfucker.
So, you know, if you own that venue and you see somebody, you know, who's upset at the venue, then they have another issue that they're promoting on bringing to their social media, you're just going to be like, yo, somebody staying home, you're going to be like, no. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust in that. So it takes a little bit of work. So we're just trying to give him a warning and let him know what was going on and some of the things that we were facing. However, you know what I'm saying, he chose to hang up the phone and go directly to social media before we could fully explain the situation that we had another meeting with the venue trying to rectify the situation. So, you know, I understand and I'm not mad. He wants to be on Summer Madness. Who doesn't want to be on Summer Madness? So, you know, he's excited to be about it. Yeah, so,
something a lot of people
hey, listen, man, if they want to, you know, he's upset, you know, it's cool. You know, it's not the first time. A-Verb, that's my man, you know what I'm saying? But he got his routine. That's his routine every year. The St. Louis kids, they boo us, they do this. Man, we had Rum Nitty in it. Oh, not Rum Nitty. We had JC, we had Ill Will. We got all types of guys, Big T, all types of guys in the Midwest, they don't get booed. So I just hate when Verb creates that narrative when it solely applies to him. You know what I'm saying? But it's all
there ain't no favoritism in New York, right? Because New York, Rock is like one of the top dudes, and he's not from New York.
Briz Rothstein and T-Top are not from New York, you know? There's not many of it. Clean Paper's not from New York. All these guys that we have here, they're fan favorites. But, you know, listen, Verb's a fan favorite, but Verb is a villain. That's his job, you know what I'm saying? And this is all fun, this is drama. This is why everybody feels connected to URL, because there's always a story. But if you fall for Verb's story, you're crazy. He does this every year. He's doing this for 9 years, since his inception in the URL. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I expect it, you know, whenever he gets mad, he throws it out at the right time, you know, and then you have his little drones, the Von Dooms online, and, you know, they put their 2 parts in, but that's what it is. If you're throwing tomatoes at the URL, and you're making us Vince McMahon, and, you know, you're the Undertaker, I'll take it, because this is the kind of drama that sells and creates great stories.
And then people start getting shot.
That's right. Let them know. So, you know, that's what makes great stories. That's what gives connectivity to the audience. You know what I mean? It makes you want to see more and more stuff. So I love it, man, and I'll accept it at any time, man. I think it's dope. I'm looking at this camera. I should be looking at this one.
No, we both recording on both of them, B's. We're not playing.
Okay, cool. But nah, I know one is live and one is for recording, but this is like a whole profile interview. You got me looking wild, son.